So welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video guys. And yeah, in today's video, we're going to discuss about the most interesting topic. It's about the Tokyo Revengers live-action movie. So before starting the video, I want to tell that there will be few spoilers in this video. So if you guys haven't seen the movie yet, it's better to watch the movie first. And then come back here to discuss it. I'll provide you guys the link in the description box. Anyway, so basically when it comes to the live-action adaptation movie, so many people will hate this kind of films even before watching it. They have this weird bias towards that movie because they think it is going to ruin the reputation of anime. But well, firstly it's not true. I agree, experiencing anime and watching the two-dimensional characters is totally fun. But watching a critically acclaimed live-action movie based on the anime with such great artists is a different feeling altogether. Also, let me tell you some interesting facts about this movie. To begin with, this movie changed and added so many extra scenes, which we didn't see in the manga or in the anime. It feels like it is a totally different timeline. Also, compared to the anime, some characters' personality is very different in the movie. And the best thing is that they gave more depth to characters. But I don't know why they didn't show all the Toman members in the movie, instead they used other character for that role. Like they didn't even show characters like Baji and Emma. But there are more reasons why you guys should watch this movie. But personally I want to mention this, compared to other live-action anime movies, Tokyo Revengers movie is much better. After all, Tokyo Revengers became the highest-grossing live-action film of 2021. Because they did perfect adaptation for this movie. Even Ken Wakui-sensei liked this live-action movie very much. He even personally supervised the whole story. So yeah, so before we talk about it, as usual guys, I would kindly appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go into the video now. Coming to the movie, when I said they changed so many scenes, I was actually serious. Even the starting scene of movie was so insane. They showed us how brutal the delinquent world is and what they are capable of doing if someone goes against them. It showed us Kasaki trying to hit Akin and beating him black and blue. And I can't believe this, we can see Manila Mikey here. There's a draken tattoo on his neck. We haven't even seen him in the anime yet. But this scene in the movie literally gave me chills. And the actor who played Mikey was a perfect fit for this role. Basically, according to the original story, they should have used this Mikey version in the movie. But for some reason, they decided to use Manila Mikey. It's definitely a good choice. Also surprisingly, in this timeline, Draken is dead. Mikey is deep drowned into Kasaki's manipulation. Toman becomes the worst criminal organization in the world. And they conquered most of the territory. And Takamichi and Mikey haven't met each other yet. And we can see the original anime scene where Takamichi sees the news about Hina and Naoto's death during the gang conflict. Also, they changed some scenes here. Takamichi had to eat rotten bread here because he does not have anything to eat other than this. And they perfectly portrayed how miserable Takamichi's current life is. Takamichi was living his life apologizing for anything and everything. Even the small kids makes fun of him. But in the movie, they showed other side of Takamichi. No one respected him as a person. His manager who is younger than him bullies him for being a virgin still. But he just keeps saying sorry for everything he encountered. In the anime, before Takamichi was hit by a train, he was thinking about how miserable his life is. And here, he is frustrated about how everyone is making fun of him. And he is just tired of his life. On a side note, the actor who played Takamichi performed so well, his acting and all his reactions and expressions were bang on. I can imagine no one else other than him being Takamichi. The casting director did a really good job in casting the perfect talented people who fits perfectly into the role. And finally, the scene where Takamichi performed his first time travel comes. In the movie, this scene was really well executed. The transition scene, where he travels from future to past, was terrific. But in the anime, before Takamichi dies, he had thoughts about Hina. But in the movie, they didn't show anything like this. After Takamichi came back to the past, He acts so weirdly compared to the anime. In the movie, he explains everything to his friends about what happened to him and says it's his flashback before his last moments. All of his friends are literally confused and got angry by Takamichi's strange behavior. But in the anime, Takamichi is only confused about his own situation and wonders what happened to him. After this, Takamichi and his friends went to fight against the other gang. But in the anime, Takamichi was so scared about that fight and tried to not involve himself. But here also Takamichi was scared, but he's more excited about the fight. He even shouted at the other gangs and called them names so that they can start the fight with them. But the same thing happened when nobody was there to fight with them. Kiamasa suddenly enters the park. But in anime, his friends don't know anything about Kiamasa. For them he is just a full-fledged delinquent. But here, they know that he is a Toman gang member. In the anime, Takamichi and his friends didn't even try to fight against Kiamasa's gang after they know that he is a third-year student. They are literally scared of him. Takamichi knew how this fight would end up, but he didn't tell his friends anything about this. But this scene was totally changed in the movie. They did fight against Kiamasa gang. And except Takamichi, no one was afraid of him. Honestly, this fight scene was extraordinary. And Takamichi tried to warn them to not fight against them. Because this is where he and his friends become Toman gang slaves forever. After this fight, Takamichi is frustrated about his past and starts to blame God for showing him the worst phases of his life during his last moments. But he also knows that because of Toman, Hina will die and says it's nothing to do with him. But in the movie, he blames his friends for everything. He gets away from that place after being badly beaten up by Kiamasa. After this scene, he went to see Hina at her apartment. But suddenly he decided to leave that place without seeing her due to awkwardness or might be due to some amount of guilt. But then Hina shows up behind up. But in the anime we know all that he didn't do anything like this. When he clicked the bell, Hina opened the door for him and he got emotional cause he was seeing her after so long. Also, Hina had orangish red-hued hair in the anime. But here in the movie her hair was black. I don't know why they did not make her hair like the original Hina hair color shown in the anime, because then it would have been so great. However, in the movie, the conversation between Hina and Takamichi was so emotional. Takamichi says the same thing to Hina, what had happened to him. He says that he'll die in 10 years. But then Hina says that she'll be there for him and protect him. And also asks Takamichi to become stronger so that he can live with her after 10 years. In the anime, Takamichi got emotional and after that he'll leave that place. In the movie they did so many good things. But unfortunately, they literally ruined one of the best Takamichi moments in the movie. When some random guy bullied Naruto in the park, Takamichi beat some of the guys to help Naruto. And he even almost got pissed to the point that he could kill them all. But in the movie, when he tried to help Naruto, he kicked the swings to scare those guys. But that in turn he got hit by that swing in his head. It's kinda weird that they changed this scene and made such an intense scene as a comic relief scene in the movie. And the scenes where Takamichi explains what will happen to him and his sister in the future to Naruto is the same as in the anime. The only changes they made are the dates. In anime, when Takamichi came to the future, it was July 4, 2017. But in the movie, it was July 2, 2020. The slightest change in the dates even make a big difference. So yeah, for now we talked about episode 1 length in anime. 21 minutes of the movie. And most important scenes yet to come. I'll talk about it more in the next video. So I highly recommend that you guys watch this movie. Anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And good luck to all.